This is the Dublin Youth Orchestra, the capital's foremost orchestra for young people. Traditionally, the DYO membership comes from middle-class suburbs where children have the advantage of private instrumental tuition.
I'm from Rathgar, and I'm from Rathgar.
My mum made me do the violin. I wanted to do the piano, but...
Oh, I do both the violin and the piano.
But in the last 3 years, a new wave of young musicians has rocked this status quo.
They're just very posh.
Are we supposed to be here? Because it's a Protestant church.
These people don't believe in God or anything.
These girls are from the working-class suburb of Crumlin, and their talent has been nurtured through a remarkable music project in their local primary school.
Well, there's over 400 children walk through that door every week.
The inspiration for their music program comes from here, the slums of Caracas in Venezuela, where for over 30 years and in spite of major political turmoil, every successive government has provided free instrumental tuition under a program known as El Sistema. Just one example of the success of El Sistema is this man, Agnes Ruiz, a double bass player with the Berlin Philharmonic, one of the greatest orchestras in the world. Agnes became the youngest player in the history of the Berlin Philharmonic when he was just 17.
Music changed my life.
In this series, we follow two Dublin schools, St. Agnes in Crumlin and St. Ultan's in Cherry Orchard, who have adapted the Venezuelan model for themselves. Every child in these two schools now gets a free violin lesson every week.
So can we all say and play, please? Is that possible?
I feel like I'm a movie star playing a violin.
Some people think that if you play a string instrument, you're all posh and all.
We weren't very good at first, though. Just want to be famous.
Over a full school year, these children and their families have allowed us into their lives to show us what the music means to them.
Gives them a different perspective on life, you know.
Would anybody like to have a go? Now, amazing.
It's many shooting apartments. 2 people now got murdered.
We travelled to Berlin with two of the most promising musicians for a masterclass with Agnes Ruiz.
I see myself in them.
And we follow as the children make their way onto the biggest stage of their young lives, the National Concert Hall. This is St. Agnes Primary School in the Dublin suburb of Crumlin. To the casual observer, it may look like any other school, but St. Agnes runs a very special project that could change the nature of Irish education, and it all begins with a violin. St. Agnes may not be the only primary school in Ireland with an orchestra, but the approach here is different. Every child in the school receives a half-hour group violin lesson every week for free. This programme is the brainchild of 2 women, Sister Bernadette, the school principal, and the music teacher, Joanna Crooks.
What I'm really interested in is equal access to learning a musical instrument, because in Ireland it's not available unless really parents can afford it. And that isn't really right.
Every child in school learns violin, including the early start. So they all have to learn violin as part of the school programme, and it only takes 1/2 an hour a week.
But it doesn't have to be confined to 1/2 hour a week. For the children who are interested, there is the school orchestra.
We have 52 at the moment in the school orchestra, and we're going to build up to 60 by Christmas, where we're still taking in new players. We have 5 double basses, which is extraordinary, really, isn't it, for a junior school?
Amazing, yes.
And we have 8 cellos and about 12 violas.
The leader of the orchestra is someone who plays the harder music than everyone else. And we just do jobs now for Joanna.
She loves it, loves it. It's up at the end of the bed every night. It's taken out to be cleaned. No one's allowed to touch it. But she's brilliant with it. It's like like another arm on her.
When Claire told me she was playing a double bass, I thought, a double bass? At that time, I wasn't even sure how big it was. And then when I saw it, it was nearly bigger than herself.
The orchestra has lifted the school fantastically. You know, you can see the kids and all bringing their fiddles home. It's actually put them on the map.
I wasn't surprised because once Erin puts her mind to something, she'll give it everything that she has. You know, if she doesn't think she can do it to her best ability, she won't do it.
Thumbs up. Everybody give us a thumbs up. Magic words all together 3 times. Thumb behind, below the neck. I think the single biggest benefit in terms of their academic work is the focus of attention. And by the end of first year, they probably have got an attention span that they can perform for 20 minutes. That's quite remarkable. And here's Sister Bernadette say hello to us all.
Hello. Let's see the big smiles.
Would you like to hear them do their dance?
Oh, I'd love to. But I'd love to see a big smile. It's gorgeous when you smile, so that your heart is happy and your face is happy.
And be ready on the E string, everybody down.
To me, there's a huge advantage in the whole discipline of the school has changed. The children can concentrate. Before, the children were very hyper and they couldn't concentrate only for a very short time. They're much more in control of themselves, they have much more self-confidence, and they're smiling because of that confidence. They're wired a bit more for reception. They were always wired for transmission. So I think it's wonderful. It has a wonderful effect on the children.
Japanese. Erin. Tall and green like Tasmania's.
What's odd about Ireland is that we don't think that instrumental music should be part of a child's education. It would be completely normal in schools in Scandinavia, Canada, America, England.
In Ireland, there is no official funding from the Department of Education for instrumental tuition in primary schools. So, St. Agnes has to look elsewhere for the money to fund its violin programme.
It's a foundation that we applied to for funding, the Catherine Howard Foundation, under their general grant scheme. And so we've just got a letter here this morning to say that we got a cheque for €750. So that's great. Because you see, the children here don't pay anything for their lessons or for the loan of instruments.
There are a number of local sponsors, and our own congregation has given $20,000 to sponsor the tuition. We have won the Lyric FM award, which gave us £10,000 in instruments. The Better Ireland AIB Bank gave us the money for instruments. They were one of the chief people to set us off. Also, we're getting great donations from the national orchestras in violins. People ring us up and say, my little girl is a lovely violin, she no longer uses it, would you like it? And they're very valuable, some of those instruments.
I don't know now that I have the budget for next September, but I'm confident that by June, I should have the budget for next September.
When it was built in the 1930s, St. Agnes had over 7,000 pupils, making it one of the largest schools in Europe at the time. 50 years later, things are a little more manageable.
We have 400 children in all in the school, and this is my own main office, and that's a number of the awards the children won through the orchestra here, and hopefully we'll get a special glass cabinet to put them in. It's on the way.
Like other Dublin suburbs, Crumlin was massively developed to rehouse families from Dublin's inner city tenements. St. Agnes was opened by the Sisters of Charity to provide an education for this new population. The Order's founder, Mary Aikenhead, had a special mission to cater for the needs of the poor. This ideal still informs Sister Bernadette's approach.
What she always said was she wanted to give to the poor what the rich can buy for money. But I've changed it to give to all what the rich can buy for money.
While the people of Crumlin are proud of their area, there is no getting away from the fact that its image has been tarnished by crime and drug-related violence.
We were never happy calling the school a disadvantaged school or a disadvantaged area, because I firmly believe there's no disadvantaged human being. There's no poor child. There's infinite riches in every human being, and all they may need is a bit of money and a few things. But there's wonderful riches and huge talent in the area. Wonderful talent. They've a marvellous sense of humour here in Crumlin.
This is my house. I live here with my mum and my nanny. That's my dog, Jack. He's mad. I have him 3 years now, and I got him off someone that my auntie worked with, and she got him first.
There's a good boy. Now be quiet, will you? For a change, please. Have a good day.
Bye, Jack. Morning, God bless, Nana.
Like, this wouldn't be the worst road in Crumlin. Wouldn't be the best road either. There was a lot happening not so long ago. You know, the army disposal bomb unit were called out twice.
Sometimes it can be a bit mad because bombs and stuff like that.
Bomb?
Yeah, there was 2 bombs on my road.
The kids thought it was great because they were out playing in the middle of the night. You know, didn't understand it's not great to be out in the middle of the night.
One of them exploded, it partly exploded, but the other one didn't. And we were evacuated. It was mad.
But none of it really affects us. You know, we come in the night time, close our door and let whatever happens out there happen. You know, sometimes there could be murder on the road and we wouldn't know. Once the curtains are pulled and the windows are closed.
Well, it was like 11 o'clock the first time and we were out till 1. So me and my friends were skipping around and messing down the bottom of the road. And then the second time it was longer, it was from about 12, or from about 11 till 3. She brought out loads of blankets and stuff, so we were lying on them at the corner of my road.
Well, there's nobody in our family that's music. We all love music.
So how do you think Erin's picked up?
I think it was from her daddy's side of the family. She said that her granddad told her that his grandfather wrote the national anthem. Yeah, her granddad on her daddy's side
to write the national anthem.
Told her that.
You mixed me up. You never repeated.
She came home and she told me that she was joining the orchestra. And I was kind of like, what? What are you joining the orchestra for? And she said, just something new to do. So I said, oh, okay, you know. But when she came home and played for the first time, she was like a strangled cat.
The strings program in St. Agnes has been so successful it has inspired a similar concept here in the new school of St. Ultan's in Cherry Orchard, West Dublin.
The school is very, very big and it's very good, actually, I have to say. The school is fun and Ina, the principal, is in charge.
We're here in St. Ultan's, we're all about inclusion. We want to celebrate difference as well. We have children from about 11 different countries in Ireland. We welcome children with special needs, we welcome children with every ability. It's very important for us too that we look at every child as an individual and help them all to reach their full potential through the programmes we offer them here in St. Ultan's. And one of the ways we decided to do that would be through the arts.
I like art. It's beautiful. Jack can pull up best artist in the world. So that's it.
Okay, everybody, can I ask everybody to come back to their places and let's see the tidiest table this morning. I would describe St. Ultan's as your dream school. When I've been learning about different types of school and college, if I had put everything together, St. Ultan's would be the school that I would have wanted.
I don't like school really. Because you have to do homework, because you have to do work and all.
At the core of St. Ultan's philosophy is the violin programme, something even the children seem to appreciate.
If they know nothing else from the time they're coming to school, music is part of school. Violin is part of school. They won't ever know that other schools don't do violin once a week the way we do it here. It's part of what we are, it's part of our culture, it's part of who we are.
1, 2, 3, and smile.
I feel like I'm a movie star playing the violin. Violin is good.
Why?
Because you get to learn how to play the violin.
Tell me about the violin.
Yeah, I'll get a go great with that.
Filling a school with music means hiring the right people. Aisling O'Connor is one of the school's resource teachers, and with her background in music, she was a perfect fit for Ina's plans. So now Aisling also teaches some violin classes.
I say to teachers when they come for interview, if you'd like to work here, you have to like music, because you're going to hear a lot of it, you're going to be doing a lot of it, and we don't make any apology for that.
I hear boys and girls doing this.
Did I ask boys and girls to do that?
No, you didn't go down.
All I asked boys and girls to play and to pluck was everybody stand up, everybody stand up, everybody stand up. Do you understand? When I had my interview here, Ina mentioned during the interview that they were considering putting this initiative in place in the school, and I thought, wow, God, that sounds brilliant. And it's only when it was actually implemented in the school that I realised what an amazing programme it was.
So I'm playing.
But Ina also hired a dedicated violin teacher, Russian-born professional musician Natasha Guba-Walsh.
It's a bit different to what I used to do. I used to play in the orchestra, and I'm working in Leeson Park School of Music. It's one-to-one. Here, it's a whole class, and you have to get on this whole group and everyone at the same time. So that's what makes it different. But apart from that, it's violin, it's music, so I don't see much differences, really.
Like Crumlin, Cherry Orchard suffers from an unflattering reputation.
Cherry Orchard, I suppose, is perceived as being this insanely rough area. And anyone who I say, oh yeah, I'm working at Cherry Orchard, they'd be like, what's it like out there?
It is a deprived area. It's designated disadvantaged. You would have the problems that you would have in disadvantaged areas. You might have young parents, you might have a lot of single parents, maybe multiple parents in a family where there's one or two dads, but there's been family breakup. You might have drug use or substance abuse, and maybe you might have a couple of parents in prison as well.
Only a few days ago there was, on the news someone had been shot, and you always hear of reports of incidents like that around here. But it's when you get to meet the people, the real people of Cherry Orchard, that you realise that, no, it's not a terrible place at all.
Please, when I sing a song, yes. I fell into the ring of fire. Goes down, 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 and the flames go higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire.
Everybody just calls me Jonathan, but my real name is Johnny Cash. I'm a traveller too. Half traveller. My dad's a traveller, but my mom's not. It's a nursery in here, and it's a nursery in here. My sister goes to it too, and it's a nursery in here. It's just good by all the painting and all, and there's me when I was a little kid.
And it's just good. Brilliant. This is my class.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
When he's not at school, Johnny's favourite pastime is horse riding.
What is it called?
The Cherry Orchard Equine Centre.
And what goes on there?
Yeah, people jockey horses and that. That's the yard with the jockey in. And that's the stables in there. And all the horses sleeping there.
John's been involved in this for 3 years.
Go right. Okay, off we go.
He just loves it. He just loves being involved with the horses, and he learns more things about them, because when he gets older now, he will have his own horses. So it's great for him, and it's something for him to do as well. His grandfather and that has horses, so at least he'll be able to go down and speak to his grandfather about the horses and things. His grandfather can tell him things. Jonathan is very clever and a very wise child. Too clever for his boots sometimes. He knows a lot of things, like he's very interested in all Irish history and all. And he loves music and horses. And he also loves Johnny Cash, because his name is Johnny Cash.
Going, Jonathan. Well done. Okay. All right. Now remember, keep that right rein. Okay, good. Off you go.
Before the school started violin lessons, Jonathan wanted to buy a violin and go get private lessons. So that's just working out even better.
What goes on here?
Many shooting. It's many shooting in the apartments. 2 people now got murdered.
Where?
In this apartment.
No way.
In the same flat. 1 person got stabbed and he crawled and then the other person went and shot him, and then another fella got shot out of his apartment.
How do you know this?
Because I live across the road. I'd be looking out my window with my spikes set.
Do you like living here?
No.
Where would you rather live?
Bluebell. I'm from Bluebell. And they serve you a Red Bull. Up here, they downstairs serve you Red Bull. You have to go all the way down to Bluebell to serve you a Red Bull. It's not fair, isn't it?
Cherry Orchard shares many of the same social problems as Crumlin. So like St Agnes, St Ultan's is a DEIS Band 1 school, which means that it qualifies for special funding programmes to promote social cohesion.
The term DEIS stands for Delivering Equality of Opportunity in Schools, and it replaces the old traditional term disadvantaged.
However, this extra DEIS money does not include funding for the violin programme.
Well, unfortunately, the Department of Education don't fund the teaching of an instrument at primary school level. And that's very sad, really, I think, from an arts point of view. I was able to approach a few local funders to come on board and to help us out with this project. But we just barely have the funding for this year, and I'm just hoping that we'll get more funding to help us develop this project, because it can't just stay at 24 violins. We need to grow our orchestra, just like a garden, really, and that's going to take money and resources.
Are all the children in their beds? It's past 8:00.
Children can learn their literacy, they can learn their reading, they can learn their maths, and through music, because music is one of those subjects that draws on both sides of the brain quite equally. It activates the right side of the brain, and it also activates the left side, which is the very logical side of the brain too. So there are very few subjects that can do that.
7 take away 2. Well done, princess. Up you come. Okay. I do think it makes my job easier because it's an extra resource for us and for themselves academically and socially. It's a great skill to have.
Who's this bear? Moses, who's this bear? Tig.
Baby bear.
Baby bear, very good. Long
I think the violin programme in the school really helps the children's behaviour, their general concentration. Children come back calm and ready for work, and I suppose they feel they've had a reprieve in going to violin lessons. Themes they have released, any extra energy they have, they put it into the violins, and they're ready then to start some more work with me back in the classroom.
To actually be able to give them the quality of music and the discipline, because again the discipline that they will learn with the violin will transfer hopefully into other areas of their lives. To give them a sense that this is something I can achieve that's actually really enjoyable and that I can bring enjoyment to other people. You know, that is absolutely wonderful.
When I grow up, I'd like to be a violin teacher.
After the break, we return to Crumlin, where Joanna's plans to expand the music programme to the nearby boys' school have not gone down well with the girls.
I don't want them to join. It's better just girls.
I've 2 crews now. One is for violin and one for boxing.
And the St. Agnes Orchestra play their first concert of the year.
They might think we're crap.
In Crumlin, the St. Agnes music programme has recently expanded to include the boys from the neighbouring Skull Column. These boys are crucial to Joanna's long-term goal to expand the pool of talent available to the orchestra.
Our objective with the boys this term will be to get a cluster of boys into the orchestra because they're just old enough. So we really would love to see boys in a group, maybe 6. Even more than 6 would be wonderful, so that they're not on their own. And we want to have a really strong presence from Skull Column for the future in the orchestra.
Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
The boys need to be fast learners because there's a series of concerts on the horizon and the first one is just weeks away. To add to this pressure, the National Concert Hall looms in 3 months' time. The boys' arrival has ruffled some feathers.
It won't suit them.
Why?
Because they don't play right. They go out with tune and all, playing the wrong strings. I think it's going to be better that, there's going to be a bigger orchestra, but not really boys.
I don't want them to join. It's better just girls, because girls are better.
Bad. Bad used to be an all-girls orchestra. There's a boy in the double bass and there's a boy in the violin. We're getting loads more boys in. It's bad because I don't like my brother, so it'd be embarrassing. And also the boys don't know any of the songs yet. And when we're playing, it kind of sounds real wrong because the boy in the violin kind of uses his E string a lot and you can hear it, and then the boy in the double bass just has to pluck one string. It doesn't really fit in with the music then.
Hi Claire, hi Aisling.
One boy the girls don't object to is Seamus Doyle, the double bass teacher.
I play with the RT Concert Orchestra. I played for a number of years, for 10 years with the National Symphony Orchestra. I've been teaching here it's well into my 2nd year now. I'm having a great time. How are you doing? Good to see you. You well?
Seamus, is that a bow?
That's a bow, actually. This is a bow for you, Joanna.
Oh, fantastic.
For you, I don't know. But...
Seamus, I think my bass is out of tune.
Well, okay, let's check that out. Yeah, not bad. Maybe one of the strings we could look at, all right. Yeah. So you made a face when you played the bottom string, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can see why. A big plus for them here is that they're doing it together. I think in some ways you can maybe focus more if you've got individual one-to-one, but in some ways maybe you can lose out there as well. So I think that they're sharing it together. It's given them friends with something in common, and you can just see when they play that they just seem to enjoy it so much. You want to do that bit again? Okay, let's do it again. From letter M.
Come on. Cheer up.
Letter M, ready, and 1, 2. I grew up playing music in a similar way myself. In my own school band, we had a brass band in my school. I was a little bit older than these girls, but really it was all about the camaraderie.
As well as teaching the girls of St. Agnes today, Seamus will meet Luke and Shane, 2 new double bass players from Skull Column, the neighbouring boys' school.
Wednesday is going to be bass day for you. Okay, you'll get 2 whole hours of practicing the bass on Wednesday. Will that be okay?
2 hours?
Well, you will if you have it in class time in the morning, and then you'll come back at 2:30 for the orchestra. And the first concert that you're playing will be on November the 6th. We'll have a bus, and we'll be going on the bus to another school to do the concert.
And November is the month that I'm on my birthday.
Really? How old are you?
8.5.
Goodness. So you're going to be 9 on your
I'm
birthday?
8 next year.
Are you? Goodness, you're very tall. Is everybody tall in your family?
I'm the tallest in my class.
Yeah, well, see that? You need to be taught to play the bass.
Good. And that's the hardest bit of that whole piece, isn't it? Okay, good. Okay,
We have
we're done for
visitors.
today, okay.
We have visitors.
Well done.
Let's
Thanks
just
very much.
here's Luke and here's Shane.
Luke, Shane, delighted to meet you. Fantastic you're coming to join us. Give us a hand out here. Have you seen basses before?
Yeah.
Have you ever held one?
Yeah.
Yeah? You ever tried to play it?
Yeah.
How'd you get on?
Okay.
Yeah, very good. Chaps, these are your basses here in the corner here. All right. Tell you what I want you to do is I'm going to help you out with sitting. I want you to sit, instead of sitting back on the stool like that, I want you to sit on the edge so that you can actually, you're kind of resting on it, that's it, so you can put your feet on the floor. Excellent. It's almost like you're standing, but yeah. Stand up. Leave your feet where they are and sit down again now. Okay, how's that? Are you comfortable?
No.
Is the stool a bit high for you?
No.
Looks a bit high. Will we see, are you more comfortable? Are you comfortable?
No.
You're not?
No.
Oh, right.
We're better standing up now.
Yeah. I've only met them for the first time today. Immediately I can tell that they want to do this. They're not there because anybody has told them to. Now, how's that?
Uncomfortable.
Is that heavy for you? They seem to see this as a big opportunity, so I can tell straight away they just can't wait to get going. I think the problem will be holding them back, which is really nice to see that enthusiasm.
What is the sliding?
They want to do everything all at once.
Are we going to be using the bows? Are we going to be on TV?
Well, yeah, but not bows today, I think. Is that all right?
Why?
We're going to be jazz players.
It's hard.
Did you ever see a jazz bass player?
Yeah, doing like that.
Yeah, they're real cool and they never use bow. Excellent. Shane, you want to try that? Excellent. Now start with the top one. Which do you think is the top one?
G.
Yeah?
G.
Wow, you know the name of it and all.
Yeah, because it's there. Because I know
Written
it's
on there. Wow.
I've 2 careers now. One is for violin and one for boxing. I think it's important that you can get to learn stuff and your ma's proud of it.
Great to meet you. Well done. Fantastic work there.
Just want to be famous and be a great boxer like Muhammad Ali. Oh.
After all the practice, it's showtime. Today, St Agnes Orchestra is going on their first outing of the year to another primary school, 1,000,000 miles away in Stillorgan, County Dublin.
We're going to St. Bridget's National School. It's a much, much smaller school than our school, and every child from junior infants up to 6th class will be there. Wishing you all the very, very best of luck, and knowing that we're going to be really, really proud of you. We know you're going to do us proud.
It's our fourth concert today and we've joined the orchestra. Well, for me, when I'm in a big place, it's a bit nervous when a lot of people are watching you. It's better than sitting in at a desk and doing handwriting, isn't it? Matter how much work we do, multiplication.
We said orchestra rest position and we said no talking.
Some people think that if you play a string instrument, you're all posh and all.
We'll tell you what we want you to do. Don't do anything unless you're told. Come back up, quick.
You get very nervous sometimes because you don't know what's going to happen when you're playing and all. Yeah, and anything could break.
Luke, you can sit on your chair. Everybody will go to the toilet at the same time when we tell you, okay?
Last time my bridge broke on my cello, so I had to get it fixed. And we just get very nervous all the time. They might think we're crap.
I thought there was a lovely atmosphere and that the children in the school got enough to do with us and they seemed to enjoy themselves, and the orchestra certainly enjoyed themselves, so I was absolutely delighted. They just need loads and loads of experience doing those kind of performances before we get to the concert hall in February.
When we were not playing, my heart beats and beats and I was sit down.
Well, the school was very happy for us to be on a concert for them, and their principal seemed very happy as well.
I think they thought it was very good.
They were jealous.
Why?
Because obviously they can't play as well as us.
It was real fun watching all the little kids have fun as well.
They have absolutely no inhibitions about doing things. They teach each other things and they share bits of information. They help each other in the most spontaneous way that I've never seen in other contexts. And they are so enthusiastic about each other's success. They're very generous in appreciating each other's achievements, which is lovely too.
I would always hesitate to say it's secure from a financial point of view. We are going to need funding. So we need a national strategy to develop the arts so that other schools can do what we're doing and that we can continue to do it.
Next time, the kids from St Ultan's take their instruments on the road.
Bugsy Malone, is that what we're doing?
Got down the country to shoot people.
Oh, you can't do that.
And make their recording debut.
I'm gonna fall dead with the hunger.
And the St Agnes Orchestra get ready for the biggest concert of their young lives.
It's the Crow Pocket music, so it's a big day.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm nervous.
On stage at the National Concert Hall.